Hope it's not. Okay, so you're going to be Dendrites again? Okay, so you're on my team. You need to go into team 2. You move yourself down there. I can't move. Yes, I can.
I can't move it.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. The next version's just going to be 1v1. So, okay. I'm going to be purple. Okay, so yeah, the way that this game is meant to be played is you have to be out on the map. You have to be taking additional generator or axon locations. Your resources are all out on the map. Obviously, the load screen is nowhere near complete. I have only kind of started playing with the UI at this point. And I've done a really bad job of explaining it in the game and making it clear. But there is actually a win condition. If you look at the center and the top right and the bottom left, you'll see victory points.
Yeah, the 800 to win.
Yeah, and then up here, and then down here. Oh, yeah, I can't ping you. But if you look on the map, on the actual map, top left and the bottom right.
I think I got it.
So, ooh. Oh, come on. That was bad. Some units, when they die, they immediately turn into scrap. Flying units, I thought it would be dumb to have them sitting up there, flying and burning. And I didn't know how to make them crash, so I kind of...
It's a process.
Yeah. So they just explode immediately now.
That is one thing I am struggling with is, I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled, but a quality tooltip is always better.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to do that because you see some things have tooltips. Like if you hover over the hut, it'll tell you that it drops resources when destroyed. If you hover over resources, it says mine these, basically.
Yeah. It's one of those things like numbers, so like the concussors attack numbers, which obviously vary a lot by their energy. It's a little tricky for me to... Is it 10 at maximum and then it drops to 1?
I think it's 12. It's 12 and it drops in half.
Okay. Because like on it says concussive blast, it says damage 10 versus 1 to scrap. And I just wasn't sure.
Yes. Unfortunately, the way I had to implement that at this point is... I had to give it a buff, and each buff increases it by a set amount. I tried to actually change the damage value, but it's a lot harder to do that.
No, that's one of the things. Like I don't even know how to do it at all. So I'm just saying it's like we're kind of spoiled. I'm kind of spoiled about that. So.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but I haven't figured it out yet.
I'm not. It's just one of those things, that's one of those things you do near the end. It's a polish thing, at least to me. So.
Yeah, which is where I'm pretty much there at this point. I have to redo the map, and then I can work on some of the mechanical stuff.
It's a process.
Yep. Okay, I'm going a little slow.
And by a little slow, I hope you mean really slow, because I assume I'm playing much slower than you. This is definitely a game, because of how quick it is, you feel the advantage or disadvantage of macroing versus getting lots of attack units. It's like right now, I'm like, I probably have a lot of attack units, but I'm like, wait a second, he probably has just a ton of economy right now, and I feel that it is much more important in this game, the economic advantage you can gain.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually don't... That's not my intent, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to mess it up.
No. It's good to know that. Yeah, I actually wanted to try to de-emphasize the economy a little bit. I want it to be more. I want it to be more about.
So it might not be how it actually is, but it feels very powerful.
Yeah, I've heard that. Okay, so I don't have any.
Oh, I am also grateful that your transformation shape, like a cocoon or whatever, for when I morph my Dendites into their new units, it stays in my control groups.
Oh yeah, I wish I could take the claim for that, but that's I built that in the wrong spot. Well,
I just think that's a great thing that some other like mods or arcade games and things like that don't always keep that.
yeah. Okay, so what's the next thing I have to do?
Ah,
Okay. I need to change some of the game
Dark
sounds for
Templar,
sure.
What the heck? Network hijackers. Those are cool.
Yeah, they actually disable their.
Coolest name.
Oh, thank you. They disable their attack target. So have fun with that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Or against something cool like that. So.
I am planning on putting that in. That's one of my potential fixes for the dendrites. I didn't try a rush on you, but one thing I was thinking is that the reclaimer could not have an attack, but actually just disable its attack target. Oh, I just had a really good idea.
I can tell you're focusing because you're quitting in mid-sentence. That means you're like really.
No, I just had a really good idea for the game.
That's good. It just comes out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah. So what I have right now is there's different types of point. There's the power generator, which has attached power nodes, and then there's the separate data node that builds up data. I just realized if each generator or axon generates data on its own, that incentivizes you to build lots of bases. So I don't need that separate type of point. I just need to force you to build bases everywhere and defend them.
I like that.
That really streamlines the whole game. I forgot to harvest resources again, so yeah, I need to build buildings. That's a big thing with the fabricators. Is the fabricator himself has to like stay in position. You really It really matters where he is. But yeah, I was envisioning or hoping that Scrap would end up being more like points in a game like World in Conflict than they would
fight over.
Yeah.
Points of interest.
Yeah, and I wish I had a handle on how I could limit the amount you could store at any given time. That's what I ideally would want. So you have to accumulate a set amount, spend it, get more, spend it. So you you guard instead of just acquiring it all. You kind of guard your cache of resources until you can until you.
I understand that. Yeah.
So I'm not there yet, but that's.
Is there meant to be wild fabricators out and about?
Oh, yeah. So I see you.
I am noticing the RAM's box is bigger than its image is about. So I think it's a little wonky.
You have a RAM?
I don't know if that. Yeah, I was trying to toggle it. I was trying to move.
You captured that? Oh, that's not intended.
Frame feels a little bit bigger. Leave that alone. Another time. Now we fight. Man, my vision is so small for these little.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a spotter. What am I doing? You captured a fabric. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't. It was just wild, so I hope that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's my fault. I put them in there for model comparisons, and You
Oh.
took advantage of
I was
that.
like, at first I thought it was yours, but I'm like, it's not red, it's green. It's not attacking me.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to capture it though. That's really bad. Oh boy. I need to get some resources. So you can see, for people watching me, you can see this relay is all sparky, and he's colored darker. Oh boy, he's still chasing me. Oh crap, now my recycler too. So that's damaged systems. They take less damage, but yeah, there's no way I can win now, because you have a fabricator. That's not supposed. No, it's not even supposed to be able. It's not even supposed to be able to happen. To be completely honest, I'm shocked that it has happened. Well, so that proves that what you've managed to do besides my crappy design skills there for missing that. Is you've proven the utility of relays. You killed all my relays, and now I can't do anything, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, but if you could just leave perhaps leave that fabricator out of the rest of the fight,
Oh, sure.
or even recycle him. Actually, don't do that. You may lose if you do that.
I won't do that then.
Because you're not.
Accidental win conditions?
No, that's an actual win condition, but you're not supposed to ever get a fabricator. So.
Didn't mean to break it.
Nope, it's all right. That's why we do these things.
Ooh, what are these? Oh, that's the data. Well, I'm winning the data battle, and if this were
Uh-oh.
Age of Empires, I'd be on my way to a wonder. So.
I'd actually considered using data as a legitimate resource. Yeah, I've got my secret weapon out now. Not really secret because it's in part of the game. It's one of the units, but
There's a Dark Templar, that's a secret weapon. Hey, get out of here, Raven. Ah, I got it. The range of these needle whores is like just so deadly. Like,
Isn't it, though?
attack speed.
it's not supposed to work on heroic units.
Oh, is it converting him right now?
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen.
Whatever it is that has AoE attack is very good.
Those are my mines. Yeah, it's not supposed to work on heroic units, so I'm very confused.
Also, when you click on the Axon
Yes.
the base, sometimes I will accidentally get the generator wreck.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm not quite figured out how to do that yet. Yeah, I know that that's an issue, but I have not yet resolved that.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if that was intentional, and I was just, messing up somewhere, or what.
Yeah, actually, what am I doing? I can heal my units. I forgot about that. Forgetting my own stuff.
You beat this game.
I know. One would think I would remember. Ew.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with how terrifying Harbingers ended up being, because I was worried. I was legitimately worried that they were not scary enough. Yeah, I remarked to someone not too long ago that the game plays almost exactly how I wanted it to. The problem being that how I wanted it to wasn't necessarily good.
That's always a tricky thing to solve for.
Come out wherever you are.
We're everywhere. We're also there. Run away!
Okay. Man, I need a recycler.
No, you don't. It's okay. They're overrated. Yeah, that's good.
And now I'm worried the dendrites are overpowered. I was worried they'd be a little underpowered, but
It worked out.
seems to have. Oh no.
Come on, get it. Yes. Oh, so and you also your structures that become unpowered.
Yes. That doesn't matter as much. Yeah, that doesn't matter. It used to matter more. Okay. Where you at?
Just chilling. Where are you at? I do like the mobility of this army, though.
Yeah, it's honestly a little more than I had intended, but I'm glad that's where I am right now. Oh, I see.
Like, I think I really like the combination of Needler and Harbinger, because that allows me to get away if I need to, or just snipe you from long range while I
Ha!
retreat like this.
No, no.
Waddle, my little amorphs. Almost lost my whole army, but that's it. Got 2 of your bases.
Yeah, you did.
Small victory.
Oh boy.
Because harvesters are so kind of independent, it almost feels redundant to kill bases, but at the same time, I am hitting.
Well, my harvesters are not as independent as your harvesters, though.
Yeah, I do that, but for like if you were trying to snipe down my like bases with harass, it would be like that.
Yeah. Well, the idea was that I'd find your harvesters and kill them.
It's adorable. You think you harvesters.
It's more challenging than I thought it was going to be, for sure.
Oh, hello. What's this? Uh-oh. This is bad. Retreat!
There we go.
Well, I guess I know where you spawned now. No. Run.
Oh boy.
They're innocent little probes.
Oh, yeah. Let's do something about that.
Come on, get it. This is a very, I kind of like this because it's very ring around the rosies. I'm constantly trying to skirt you while
Yeah.
trying not to die. It's a minor effect.
Oh boy.
No. Okay, good. I can still build a worker. I was like, am I completely doomed?
Yeah, I keep running out of resources, which is what I want, honestly. Why can't I select? Oh, I am. Okay, back in business, boys. Interesting to note, every time you kill a building, my fabricator gets worse.
Oh.
Generators... Yeah, generators increase his time factor, so it's like... oop. it's like what is that? Chrono Boost.
Okay. Where are you reminding me from? I thought I cleared all the bases. Where are you? I can't imagine how crazy would this be if there was a free-for-all between 3 people. I don't know if that's even an option in the game, but if
That would be an option. I'm getting a call. I gotta mute for a second.
that's fine.
You must place that in a power field.
Okay, I'm back.
I do notice your army's at pretty much critical size. It's pretty huge.
Yours or mine?
Yours, mine is just a whole bunch of needlers that I can't, since I'm afraid to engage you. I'm just going long range.
Yeah. Needlers aren't supposed to be used by themselves, but you seem to be doing a pretty good job of it. I can't tell if you've.
If they're low rate of fire, I just fire and run. Get one shot off, and they usually can kill 1 or 2 units. So. Uh-oh. You can leave me alone if you want. There's no need to chase. Oh no! Didn't look at the map. Oh, that's 8,000 health. I'm not getting through that.
Actually, Needlers are designed to kill those guys.
I've done 10 damage so far.
Oh, to that. Yeah, I thought you were talking about my Rams. Literally 8,000
Oh, no,
health, yeah.
Your units are fine. Ah! I thought you left.
Are you kidding? I finally cornered you.
You can leave me alone if you want. GG!
You have to have something somewhere.
I have a fabricator.
Oh, the fabric.
My probes have... You killed most of my workers.
Did I destroy all your buildings too?
No, I had to rebuild, and so I'm pretty much broken.
Oh, I killed all of your harvesters.
Yeah, I have one left. And he's cleaning up the scraps from a battle that was on the right side.
You see, isn't that actually kind of a mechanic that kind of works?
Yeah, no, I like it because I like... Oh yeah, I forgot I fought a battle over here because there's all this scrap. So it reminds me that... it brings me back to what happened earlier in the game, which I think is actually pretty cool.
Okay, finally, man, damage systems is killer, which is exactly how I'd intend it, but man, is it killer. It's not quite where I want it to be. I think I need to increase the damage resistance that it provides, because it's supposed to be like, oh crap, I'm in damage systems, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
So I think I need to give it a speed boost and further decrease the incoming damage.
Okay. That makes sense to do that. That's what playtesting's for, right?
Yep. Actually, no.
I think I'm gonna pop out there.
Okay, if you're gonna quit.
Yeah. I think I had a good time. I really like the mobility of the Needler and then...
And the Harbinger? Yeah.
Harbinger, yes. I really like that combo. The problem is when you misclick into a whole bunch of actual strong units, it doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. That's a sign that, it's good at harassing, but not at...
Not an actual combat, yeah. They're terrifying though, because as a fabricator, they're terrifying because you only have 2 units that can attack air effectively.
Target those down.
Yeah, it's the junk slinger and the fabricator. So you have to avoid the fabricator and be a spotter for needlers, but yeah,
That's
it's
exactly what I was thinking about doing. Is if I can just keep them hovering around the enemy army, my needlers can fire from way out of range and then pull back until their cooldown restarts and fire.
yeah.